There are a ton of different tech skills you can unlock in Watch Dogs Legion, but some of them are more useful than others, and you only got so much tech points to spend. So in this video I want to go over all the tech upgrades that you want to focus on while showcasing a ton of them too. And at the end I will give you my recommended order at which you can unlock them. So a like on the video would really help the channel out. And let's go. I just started a new giveaway for the Watch Dogs Legion credits, so you can get one of the cosmetic bundles in the game without spending money yourself. Just click the link in the pinned comment for a chance to win, and be sure you are a subscriber of the channel before you enter. Let's start with the two tech skills you can unlock as your first option, the Spiderbots and the AR Cloak. Both cost 10 points. But you really want to get them both as soon as possible and actually upgrade them too. Because these gadgets will be handy in many of the situations. With the Spiderbot you can obviously interact with many things in the environment, grab tech points and take out enemies as well without ever entering the area yourself. And upgrading this tech skill allows you to do things way faster thanks to the ability to sprint and double jump. And the final upgrade gives you a cloak, so you can easily sneak past enemies as well that might otherwise detect you. Like totally when you find yourself summoning the Spiderbot a lot, then totally upgrade it to save yourself a ton of time. The AR Cloak is great as well because it makes you invisible for enemies, but it also lets you sneak past alarms without them noticing. And it's also great to use to easily take out enemies who do not expect you, something you can even upgrade with the AR Cloak rank 3 to increase the range of these takedowns. The rank 2 perk is great too, meaning that if you stand still or walk slowly, your camouflage actually lasts longer, and this is also the case while wearing a costume that gives you access to a certain area. So in combination it's really nice. So totally two tech skills that you want to unlock early on in the game and then maybe upgrade as well. But there are also one-time unlocks that do not cost a lot and are really great to get. One is the gun gem that, as the name suggests, prevents enemies from using their firearm. So when in the middle of a big firefight, you at least have one less enemy to worry about. But even better is the disrupt hack that lets you hack an enemy, after which they are unable to do anything, and you can walk up to them to easily take them out. The cooldown is quite long, but overall it's really amazing in many situations because we will of course be fighting a ton of human enemies. For the drones, you can also unlock some nice tech skills, like the riot drones can be super annoying. So at least spending points to be able to disable them for a short time will be great, so they are less of an issue. Even more fun is of course hijacking them to use them against the enemies. But because you will then be killing targets, it will not be ideal in many situations if you maybe want to recruit some of the enemies that you just encountered. So getting the disable perk is great early on, and they can always spend more to hijack these drones as well. You will not encounter a lot of CT drones early on, so focusing on the riot drones is smarter, and they can always spend points here and hijack them later on too if you want. Turrets will be an issue though early in the game. They are very strong and annoying, so totally make sure that you can at least disable them by spending the necessary points so they are less of an issue. And here once again you can also hijack them. It can be a ton of fun to already clear the room or the enemies that are chasing you. But again, it's not a necessary upgrade, I would say. And the same goes for the disabled tech skills. Like, I did not really see a reason to spend points here because you have to get close to them to be able to disable them. I preferred doing just a deactivate from a distance. The AR Shroud is great though. It immediately turns targets invisible after a takedown, but you can also do it manually after normally taking out an enemy. So this is amazing for if you're playing stealth, so then enemies will have more trouble finding you and not really know what is going on. Skin Mesh doesn't need that much of an explanation. It's really great to get. It reduces damage suffered by all DedSec operatives. So great in every situation, especially if you are more into the gun gameplay and just go in gun blazing. Although even if you're like focused on stealth, there will be missions or objectives where you have to fight enemies anyways, so then having this one is great. The Deep Profiler is also a must. Again, I will share a recommended order in a second, but with the Profiler you can recruit people who do not like DedSec. So many of the enemies you encounter and other people might dislike DedSec as well. So then by going into the team menu, You can see their schedule thanks to the deprofiler. And then you see a certain objective on the map that you have to track first, and then just go there to see what is needed to make the people like you, so then you can start their regular recruitment mission. A weapon you want to unlock early on by spending tech points is the MP9 DedSec SMG. Like, the pistol is already really nice, and it's totally great, I think, to upgrade it if you are a stealth player and want to do non-lethal stealth takedowns from afar, because the final upgrade will add a silencer to the weapon. But when you got more enemies against you, an SMG is way better to quickly take them all out. So I totally recommend that you at least spend some points here to get the weapon. I would recommend it over the shotgun. That can be nice too for close range, of course, and also versus drones. But that grenade launcher is pretty hard to hit, at least when I tried it out. So I would go for the SMG first. If you prefer shotguns, then you might want to get it, but SMG pistol already gets the job done. So for the order, I would go for the Spiderbots and the AR Cloak as soon as possible and upgrade them if you find yourself using them a lot. Then I would recommend the Disrupt Hack and the Gun Jam, so you can more easily handle human enemies. The SMG would be great to get after that, and then immediately go for the Deprofiler as well, because having Albion and Clan Kelly members on your team will be really handy for many of the missions where you have to infiltrate these specific locations. After that, spend points to disable the riot drones and turrets so they are less of an issue, and then go for the skin mesh to buff the health of your whole team. If you like to play stealthy, then totally go for AR Shroud as well. And this is overall really my recommended order of things. And there are of course more gadgets you can unlock. We got the Electro Fist that lets you instantly knock out a target. And you can hit even more enemies with it too if you upgrade it. So it's a free one-hit KO, which can be nice. But I still prefer the AR Cloak, because it also gives you a free one-hit KO, but it can be used for many other things. The Comet Spider is a ton of fun to use with non-lethal attacks, but it will not have the speed from the regular Spiderbot. And we also have the Missile Drone, and that is really for if you go in full assault. It is fun to use, but you have to aim really perfectly, otherwise you will simply miss the target. Totally let me know your favorite tech skills in the comments down below, and if you got other input or things you found in Watch Dogs Legion, like cool characters, then totally email me to the input@JorRaptor.com email address. Because I want to highlight it then and give you of course credits, because I'm really curious to see what sort of characters you find. Of course, subscribe for everything on this game. We're just getting started here with the tips and tricks videos and guides. So way more are coming your way. A like on the video would really help the channel out. And you can watch my other Watch Dogs Legion video by clicking on the screen. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.